what the president is cooking.
Drop one on well, Cena would have to finish that off. What would Cena say?
Recognize. I don't know. Well, I don't know what John Cena would say. That's a really good question, honestly. I clicked the Mixed Match Challenge. We don't review that. Should I turn the quality down on the thing a little bit?
I can adjust.
Because my computer,
Talk.
my computer levels out at -6.
Talk.
Which is really weird.
Actually, I found a good spot, so we'll start over. Start fresh.
No, we can keep it.
Are you sure?
Fuck it, yeah.
All right.
I mean, that was pretty good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, just if in terms of Becky Lynch, the champ and friend, quote unquote.
Less than 24 hours.
I may not be champ. You're right.
I hope I don't bite myself in the foot or in the ass or whatever that terminology is for letting Eric predict. I am not accepting that.
You always bite yourself in the ass because you get hyped up and you're like, no, do it, fucking do it.
Yes,
this is what's gonna happen. And
yes,
then it always
because
because
I want to win, and I want to beat you, because if he didn't predict, and I would have beaten you, he'd be like, yeah, but did you really beat him, or is it because you guys didn't let me predict because you all were scared?
No, well, he has to show up. I'm not gonna give him the fucking Brock Lesnar treatment. Oh, he's not here, that's fine. No, it's not fucking fine. Show up.
And we've established that he is Brock Lesnar.
I'm Dolph Ziggler.
And apparently, in some...
You're Kevin
Because of
Owens.
my obsession for the title.
And not being able to get it unless there's some bullshittery.
Because there's a Braun Strowman preventing me from getting
Now I'm Braun Strowman?
I don't know what you are. You're just pissing me off.
What did I do?
I had you beat.
When?
Charlotte should have won.
No, she shouldn't have. You even said Becky should have won.
Becky should have won, honestly, and I'm glad I didn't win because I'm very afraid of losing, becoming the shortest reigning. Absolutely not. That should go to one man, and that's. Although I would love to see you become the shortest reigning, Mr. First time for everything.
First time for everything. See, I just feel like you're really petty.
I'm not petty.
You sound.
How fucking dare you?
See, there you go. I can hear the petty.
I am not petty. I just need to win this title.
You're obsessed.
I am obsessed with winning something I've never won.
It's eating at you, isn't
Yes, it is.
How does it feel?
You son of a bitch.
Tell me how it feels.
And you know Survivor Series is going to be a hard one because TakeOver and TakeOver.
But no, tell me how it feels to be so close to this belt every time. Because I know how it feels. But put it in your words. How does it feel to always get so damn close and just not be able to get it? Tell me, in your words. What's it like?
I just need to win. And I'm pulling on Seth to help me win.
Although you didn't answer my question.
I don't need to answer your question.
You seem agitated.
Because in less than 14 hours, the show starts.
You seem agitated. You seem like there's something going on. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You're not letting it get to you.
I'm going to win my title.
Your title?
My title.
The title you never won through predictions.
Don't you dare talk like him.
Wow, now you sound like him.
You talk like him just now. Just now. Because you've never won predictions. How fucking dare you? When I was champion, we had entertainment for our people.
Correct me.
We had entertainment.
I said you never won the title through predictions. I give you all the credit in the world for winning at Money in the Bank. I'm not taking that away from you. But you never won the title.
I won! You just said I won Money in the Bank.
To hold on to the title. To hold on. You didn't win the title through predictions.
And the other one's like, the only reason why he won is because he had to take a negative.
Well, that's his fault for doing something dumb. And he's like, no, I was tricked. No, that's your fault for accepting. What you did is on you.
Oh my god, I am Kevin Owens. I tricked the man.
At the end of the day, all that matters... What, are you gonna play Seth Rollins' theme music now?
No, I have a better one for you.
Swear to God. I swear to God, because you know what you can play.
I don't know if this is what's gonna get a reaction from you. Thank God there's an ad.
What is it?
Did more than just wish.
Yeah, are you afraid of this?
I'm confused. I feel like there's a pedophile in the room. You motherfucker! But he's gonna win this. Ah!
He's gonna screw you over like you did last time.
Awesome!
And it's gonna be awesome!
He's not fucking me over again. It's not happening again.
This tea, though, actually, this blueberry aqua mist,
The
sparkling.
Sparkling water?
Mm-hmm.
Are you bougie?
I can't drink soda anymore because of my teeth, so I have to drink this.
You bougie.
I guess. I don't know what the fuck that means.
You're a ratchet white girl.
Oh! Ratchet white girl, huh?
As I sit here and sip my Coke.
You know what?
What?
You know what it's like being a ratchet white girl?
No. I've only been with ratchet white girls.
Awesome.
You know what it's like being a ratchet white girl?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the
You know
Phenomenal
what it's
Wrestling Podcast for the week
Hold
of
on.
October 28th.
You're not just gonna disregard me. You know what it's like being a ratchet white girl? Championshipless.
Ah. And it's awesome.
So you accept not being champion.
Oh yeah, I do. Because I know what's true. And what's true is the Miz is an asshole. But you should know better.
Miz is gonna win it for me. He has to. He owes me! Because I should have been predictions champion that day!
And after he wins, I'll let you have your time with the belt. The minute you say fuck, I know that you watched the show. And I'll be like, alright, Zal, I'm coming over to burn it down.
What are you, Eric? You gonna be
No.
on Seth's dick now too?
Oh, no, not at all. It's just I will be on Seth's dick for this one night because he'd help me win.
How far up Eric's ass is Seth's dick?
Well, Seth doesn't really have a big dick, so.
Ah! Got him.
I mean, it's true.
I never looked. I didn't check the pictures.
I had to check the pictures.
Why'd you have to?
My wife.
Was she like, oh my god, look at Seth's dick?
No, she was like,
Jesus.
poor guy.
I mean, hey, just like the
A lot of people actually thought that he was taking steroids because that's what happens when he takes
yeah,
steroids. So and he has like kind of like a bulky chest, I guess, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember,
I don't tell any. I don't.
Remember the Page videos? Xavier Woods tweeted, it was cold that day. And then deleted it hella quick.
It wasn't cold that day. Some other guy was filming his dick. Any man would be like,
Soft.
can you stop looking at my balls?
Unless you're gay.
Unless you're gay.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have Eric once again. You okay over there?
Yeah, people are just talking about the 49ers game.
Ah.
I said he was better than Brady.
What's his name?
Nick Mullers.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
20 for 25, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards passing.
Which is not bad.
Who the
damn
fuck
good.
is Nick Mullers?
I don't know. In my head, I was like, were you talking about Baker Mayfield? And then he said, no, and I was like, oh. Nope, never mind. But yeah, once again, we do not have Eric here with us.
No, we do not.
It's starting to become a regular thing here.
We've all have our own persona, if you will. Zell is Dolph, but if Zell wins again, he's not Dolph anymore to me. I'll give him a new nickname because you've overcome it. With Eric, he's Brock Lesnar until I know everyone's schedule is busy, but until we can get the old Eric back, I'll even call him Seth Rollins. I will do that, but for right now, as you can hear, there's nothing in the background. There's no disruptions. Monday Night Raw will go for about 15 minutes.
I will say, it's rather interesting because I've got to a point where when people say I don't have the time, to me it's you just don't want to make the time. Because,
Well, to be fair,
I know.
he got mandated.
My cousin, she turned 30 this year. I think I told you about it. She turned 30 this year.
Oh yeah, you did. Tell me
Full-time
this.
job, full-time student, got her bachelor's, enrolled for her master's, finds time to have a very, very fun social life, and so does yoga every morning. She's the reason when people say there's no time for anything, even if I say it, I stop and I catch myself and I'm like, no, I just don't want to make time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I look at it that way, like, what you gonna do? If she could do it, and she is a black woman in America, a white man in America can do it.
And who's maybe like 4 or 5 years from now, if we're still doing this, we'll have another person with us. Because Evelyn will learn wrestling. She's in a wrestling household. Ladies and gentlemen, a 5-year-old is the new predictions champion.
I'm sorry, but I'm super kicking that 5-year-old.
The fuck you are.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it first, right here. I will be the first ever to
Can you
super kick a
imagine?
5-year-old.
Could you imagine? Cell loses his belt to a 5-year-old who predicted better than he did after watching this for how many years?
And she's gonna be like, good job! Go to shake my hand, I'll shake it, turn around. Super kick to the 5-year-old. You'll lose your
That's the
shit.
same thing. That's the same thing with Kaylee though. When Kaylee predicts, she always like comes super close and she doesn't watch. She's just like, yeah, I think he's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. I'm like, why?
But sometimes
because
she'd be picking
it's-
like, because he's cute.
Well, just like on I was watching earlier, What Culture? There's a guy who was like, I didn't ask my wife who she would predict between Brock Lesnar and Braun. And they're like, why? She was like, because whatever she picks wins, and she usually picks Brock Lesnar.
Did he pick Braun?
She didn't predict, but
Oh.
he picked Braun. The guy in the middle said no contest. They all had different answers.
So Braun, no contest, and Brock.
Must be.
Interesting.
One person actually said that they were still gonna do a triple threat and have Drew and get involved.
I would be happy if Drew did, but it is what it is.
I wouldn't, because Drew would eat the pin,
Yeah, sadly.
and Drew has never lost.
By pinfall.
Yeah.
Before,
Wait, he didn't submit either.
well, pinfall is submission. He's been counted out and disqualified.
Been counted
That's
out. He's been
Yeah.
protected.
Before we get to the actual show, really brief talk about Evolution. I know you are not happy with Evolution.
No, I don't give a fuck about Evolution.
I'm
I'm just happy it's over.
I actually enjoyed it.
I thought it was entertaining.
The
But
last woman standing.
you know how
match
many times I
was
have to go, ooh,
Alicia Fox.
not just her.
The
Alicia
ref-
Fox wasn't, ooh, it was, ugh.
I think Alicia had the worst botch tonight.
I was like, oh, God.
Every match had a significant botch.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Except the main event. I don't think they had one.
I didn't watch the main event.
Because as soon as you realize
After
that.
Charlotte lost, getting on her tippy toes, I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, because the ref was dumb with that. The ref
Mike
didn't know if he
Chioda,
wanted to count or
piece
not.
of shit. You should retire. Well, she's
Um,
on her knees now, so I'm going to stop counting. She's up on her knees.
The only saving grace he had is that because she screamed and he was like, I'm
She's like,
scared.
is that the best you got? You know what's funny is that when she was down and Becky Lynch was putting all the shit on top of her, she was down. Why was
Yeah,
that freaking
he wasn't count. Well, she was interacting with her.
Ah, of course.
Air quotes. She was interacting. You know the thing like in the game where it's like the ref counts 1, you step on them.
Oh, yeah.
1.
Yeah.
So that was my logic behind it. But yeah, no, the ref made it. I was like, oh, she's up, and then he counted 10, and I was like, huh? I'll take it, but huh?
Motherfucker.
The main event really wasn't bad.
No.
Shayna winning the title was a big surprise. But I guess if that's how they want to establish the horsewomen, that's a way to do it.
What did we say? What did I say from the very beginning? I was like, you don't have any title changes. And you were like, fuck. We knew a title change was coming. That's why I was so sure Charlotte was going to win. And then I didn't think Shayna was going to win. I thought she was like ready to like, whoop, bounce
Yeah.
right up.
But nope, that's how they formed the horsewomen. Well, 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4.
And then they announced Ronda versus Becky. Get ready to get booed, Ronda. Get ready to get booed, because they're going to turn on you like they turned on Charlotte.
I don't know if it's smart for Becky to tap out.
It's not. Well, she's tapped out to Charlotte before. But
Not this Becky.
not this Becky, no.
But
But
they
that's the
both
thing.
do arm bars. One
Yeah.
just does a reverse.
Ronda's not gonna lose. Because Ronda-
Is Becky gonna lose?
Becky's gonna lose. But it sucks because how is Becky gonna lose?
I think
Unless Ronda gets counted out.
I think Ronda wins by DQ. Or
possible.
Becky wins by DQ.
It's very
Because of
possible.
the Charlotte shit. I don't think this rivalry's over. But I think either Nia could turn full-blown heel for the 9th time, or Charlotte gets involved and she can't really turn heel.
Nia show.
Sure.
Nia show. It'll be interesting to see. We'll talk about the matches and stuff. But it's your turn to do Raw because I did Raw last week.
Fuck you, I have 3 hours this week.
And
And
I have 1 hour less. I'm sorry.
you have an hour and a half. I had 3 legitimate hours, no commercials.
It's your turn to do Raw this week.
Okay, fine. I'm bullet pointing.
That's fine.
Only the main shit.
It's bullet point everything. Do what Jack the Jobber does. This is graded.
This Raw got, I don't know. I didn't really watch all of it. I was like, I never feel like watching it. I feel like playing games. I played games. I watched the beginning. I only watched it for one man and one man only, and that was Paul Heyman.
It's more than Eric.
And he said those words, and I was like, fuck. You're really not speaking, huh?
I mean,
We're gonna keep it quiet.
I'm just sitting here thinking about
Alrighty,
Crown
so
Jewel.
Raw happened, and they pretty much open up with Roman Reigns' leukemia stuff.
Yeah, they recap that.
Yep. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. JoJo introduces Baron Corbin.
I am the darkness, I don't know the words.
Corbin does his usual spiel, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's fucking Corbin. Talks about this, talks about that. He has the belt over his fucking shoulder. Thinks like he's the man or something. And then Paul Heyman shows up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
With his client, he says, history is going to be made because we're going to have a champion. And for those of you that don't want to hear it, this isn't a prediction, it's a spoiler. At Crown Jewel, my client, Brock Lesnar, will hold that belt over his beast of a show. Some stupid shit he said.
He has to be wrong once.
I am fucking worried that he's going to win.
No.
Braun Strowman comes out.
Meow,
Says a few.
meow, 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 meow.
Comes out and he slams. Well, first he says, at Crown Jewel, I'm going to win because you're going to get these hands.
Oh shit.
And then slams Baron. Slams Baron again. Brock Lesnar tells him to do it one more time. Slams him. Turns around at 5. Wow.
Slammed him 3 times.
So they talk about the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. This is the announcers, by the way. Ambrose and the WWE Intercontinental Champion will be here tonight. Also, DX and the Brothers of Destruction are here. Also, a 10-woman match because, hey, do you want more Revolution? Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. Finn Balor won because of DQ. Balor goes to the top for another coup de grace.
De Gras?
It says coup de grace.
That's how it's spelled.
All right, coup de grace.
Oh my god.
Attempt, but Rush stops it once again. The referee calls the match.
Yeah, he pushed him off.
Yeah. After the match, fans chant, "You suck." And Rush talks trash to Balor while Lashley holds him up. Lashley drops Balor to the mat, holds him so Rush can slap him. Lashley poses and Rush chants his name. Music hits. Still to come, a look at Evolution.
He sounds so excited.
Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush backstage. Baron Corbin wants to see them. They walk into the trainer's room to find them. Corbin gives them props for what they did to Finn Balor. Corbin says Lashley is one of the best in the world and he will have the chance to prove it. Corbin says Lashley has officially qualified for the World Cup tournament at Crown Jewel. And guess what, Lashley? You're going to replace John Cena.
A man who never qualified.
We see stills from Nikki Bella's loss to Raw's Women's Champion Ronda Rousey at Evolution. We also see post-Evolution video of SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch interrupting an interview with Rousey. Cole reveals Rousey versus Lynch for the WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view on November 18th. Trish Stratus, Lita, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, Mickie James, and Alicia Fox. So Trish and Lita, I guess, are full-time again?
At least part-time, full-time.
We-
Sub-time.
We go to the ring, and first out, WWE Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus and Lita. Then Natalya joins them, and then Sasha, and then Bayley. Yay!
You know, I like Trish. Trish doesn't look bad. She doesn't look as good as she did, but she doesn't look bad. Lita looks really slow to me. Like at Evolution, I was looking at Lita like.
How long? All right. To be fair, I'm gonna hit you.
No, I
with
they've
something
been
that
out
you're not
for a
gonna
long
like.
time. I get it.
How long did Trish have to pose before doing her Stratisfaction or
Too
whatever it's
long.
called? Too long.
I know. Like I said, I'm not saying Trish looked amazing.
She's like, I'm just gonna point for like another 5 minutes, and then we do my move.
I'm not saying Trish looked amazing. Not at all. I'm saying she looked okay. But Lita looked a lot slower to me, though she hit that moonsault flawlessly.
So Bayley goes to the top, drops a big elbow on Ruby. Lita goes to the top, hits the Lita salt on Liv for a pop. Fox grabs Lita, but Lita counters Natalya, follows up with a heart attack. Natalya with a 2 count on Fox. Natalya applies the sharpshooter to Fox in the middle of the ring, and she taps out. After the match, the winners stand tall, and Natalya's music hits. The Riot Squad recovers on the outside. The announcer shows stills from the 20 Women Battle Royal at Evolution, which saw Nia Jax win to earn a future Raw Women's title shot, which I was thoroughly pissed off about. Because it should have been Zelina Vega. Anyways.
Oh my, I really thought I thought it was gonna happen.
I would have loved it.
I was sitting there like, they're not giving Zelina. Then she came back, I was like, no way!
I would have loved it.
Imagine her running her mouth. Gold.
Her versus Becky in her mouth. If Zelina would have won, dude, I would have been like, Charlotte's fucking winning. Braxton asks when Jax plans on challenging Ronda Rousey. Jax says Rousey has Becky Lynch at Survivor Series, but she'll be waiting for her after she makes Becky tap to prove that Raw has a superior women division. Haha. Kayla introduces Ember Moon next. She talks about going at it with Jax in the Battle Royal. Moon says she had a lightning in a bottle last night, but Jax interrupts and gives Moon props, but says Braxton should be asking her more about facing Rousey. Moon and Jax have some words. Moon challenges Jax to a match, and Jax accepts. Jax says she beat Moon last night. Do it again tonight. Walks off. The announcers talk about Jax and Tamina Snuka. Paying tribute to Roman Reigns in the Battle Royal at Evolution. We see footage of Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins after their Raw Tag Team title win last week's show. Ambrose and Rollins will be here tonight. Cole leads us to a video package on DX versus Brothers of Destruction at Crown Jewel. Both teams will be here tonight. We briefly hear Elias in the ring with his guitar. And Elias is out with his guitar. Elias says he's the truth. And what he says will set us free. He goes on and reminds us that WWE stands for Walk with Elias. Elias lets out a woo as we're in Flair country tonight. Elias says he came to Charlotte early today because WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair wanted to hang out with him. Elias claims Flair and Elias is his favorite. Elias says Flair gave him props for what he did to Baron Corbin last week. Elias shows us a replay of the guitar shot to Corbin and says, "This one is for Rick." Elias says as much as it hurts him to break one of his beautiful guitars, that one felt good. He planned on singing a song to Corbin tonight, but he probably can't make it out here because of what Braun Strowman did to him earlier. Elias says he can't let this song go and can't let Corbin off that easy, so he's headed to the back to bring music to Corbin's face. Elias leaves the ring with his guitar and heads to the back. Camera cuts backstage for the announcers. We see Dana Brooke stop Elias in the back. She asks him to play her a song. He simply says no. Elias keeps walking and knocks on Corbin's door. Corbin yells from the other side and isn't opening the door no matter who it is. Elias does his usual shtick about keeping your mouth shut and silencing your cell phones. Starts playing the song outside of Corbin's door. The song takes shots at Corbin. Corbin comes out and Elias keeps playing. He calls Corbin Stephanie's little bitch.
Corbin, he said Stephanie's little bit. And then Corbin slams the door.
Oh.
You know he didn't get to say the whole word.
That's unfortunate. Jinder Mahal suddenly attacks out of nowhere and destroys Elias. Corbin comes back and says, "Looks like Jinder just turned Elias up." Corbin says Elias better get to the ring for his encore because he's in action. We go to commercial. Elias versus Jinder, winner Elias. That's all you need to know. They announced the show's replay of the opening segment with Corbin, Strowman, and Lesnar.
Wow.
Back from break, we see some of the mainstream media attention given to Evolution. The announcers hype Crown Jewel with a series of boos. The brackets are WWE Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus Bobby, Kurt Angle versus Dolph, Jeff versus Miz, Ray versus Randy. Cole leads us to a video package on Angle. We also get a video of Angle at the gym. Talking about how he will win the tournament. Angle isn't coming to Crown Jewel to prove he has one more match. He's coming again to prove that he's the best in the world at what he does.
Yeah, I just want to know what made them think it was a good idea to use the tagline "the best in the world." Like, they knew what they were going to get.
The Ascension versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Authors of Pain. Wow. Okay. Back from break, and Connor dominates Gable for a close 2 count. Akam comes in and faces off with Connor. Gable drops Connor and sends Akam over the top rope. Victor tags in, but Gable counters him. Roode tags in for the double team neck break on Victor. Winners, Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. After the match, Akam and Razor enter the ring and destroy everyone. Cole talks about Roman Reigns' fight with leukemia. We see footage of Reigns and the other WWE superstars visiting Children's Health in Dallas, Texas last month. We see several of the younger cancer patients from the hospital sending well wishes to Reigns. Cole sends support to Reigns as we hear a Roman chant break out in the arena. Fuck all you guys. Every one of you. Every fucking one of you fans. Get fucked.
You've been there since day one.
I've been there since fucking day one. Cole sends support to Reigns. Cole talks about how Dean Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins last week, and we see a video package on the Seth Rollins with footage from last week's show. Ambrose and Rollins are here tonight. Rollins wants answers. We go to the ring. Out comes the Intercontinental and Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins. That's way to say. He is not carrying the tag team belt, however, just the IC.
Yep, just the IC.
Rollins says this has been a week with a roller coaster full of emotions. Thanks everyone for the support they sent to Roman Reigns this week, calling it a beautiful "a thank you Roman" chant starts up. Once again, fuck you, North Carolina. Rollins says the positivity makes him smile and it makes him happy. What also makes him happy is the fact that he became Raw Tag Team Champion again last week when he said that he's not out here celebrating with his friend and partner Dean Ambrose. Fans boo Ambrose's name. Rollins says that's not possible because Ambrose turned his back on the Shield and on everyone. Rollins says maybe what he did 4 years ago caused Ambrose to finally lash out. Rollins feels frustrated and confused. He says the only person that has the answers is Ambrose, but Ambrose is kind of the guy who won't be found if he doesn't want to be found. Rollins says he didn't call for a text because he knew for sure that wouldn't be able to find Ambrose at Raw tonight. Rollins says, as a friend and a brother, he is calling Ambrose to the ring to tell us why. Rollins says Ambrose wanted the spotlight and now he can have it. The music hits. Ambrose finally appears up in the crowd with a shield like the Shield did. Rollins says Ambrose is mocking the Shield. He calls Ambrose to the ring, give him the answers he deserves like a man. Rollins says at least when he put the knife in Ambrose's back, he had the decency to look him in the eye and tell him why he was doing it. Rollins gets upset and tells Ambrose to come to the ring and face him like a man. Ambrose, who does not have a tag belt either, looks to take the mic from the steps in the crowd, but he changes his mind to some boos. A "you sold out" chant starts up. Rollins says Ambrose really is a cold-hearted bastard. Rollins says Ambrose spat on the Shield during their emotional night. Somehow, someway, Ambrose made it all about him on the night Reigns went to battle leukemia. Rollins goes on and says he is fixed on Ambrose for as long as he lives, and he will make Ambrose's life a living hell. Rollins says maybe it wasn't a nickname. Maybe Ambrose is really a soulless lunatic. Ambrose looks to take the mic again, but doesn't. Rollins says Ambrose can stay out there because he's coming up to beat him within an inch of his life. Rollins leaves the ring, but Ambrose walks away. Rollins watches the ringside and fumes. Rollins returns to the ring and grabs his title as his music hits.
Yeah, Dean's facial expressions throughout that whole segment, amazing. Dean was great as a heel. It's nice to have Dean doing what he should have been doing.
Is Dean really a heel? After we find out the answers, maybe he's not the heel.
Seth is the heel.
Charlie is backstage with Bobby and Leo, asking about who gives a fuck. The announcers take another look at the World Cup. Who cares? Nia Jax versus Ember Moon. Winner. Nia Jax.
With Tamina interference.
Yeah. Jax moves to her down. Jax takes advantage and drops Moon. Jax nails the leg drop and covers Moon for the pin. I see Nia and Tamina forming a team because of their bond.
Yeah.
Their sisterhood, if you will. After the match, Jax and Snuka stare each other down. Snuka steps up with the apron, but jumps back down as Jax's music hits. The stare down continues. The announcers have Crown Jewel again and go over the card. Still to come, the Raw debut of the Lucha House Party. Fuck my life. The Lucha House Party versus the Revival. Do we really need to know who won? After the match, Lucha stars head to the back as their music plays. We go to replay. Rey Mysterio can't be in the final because if he loses, Rey's either going to go to 205 Live or he's going to go to Raw to join this fucking team.
I still think you need Rey and Andrade in a team.
Racist bastard.
No, that'd be a good... Bring back the LWO.
Latino World Order.
Yes!
Back from break, we see more stills from Evolution. Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Ziggler takes the mic to address the World Cup tournament on Friday at Crown Jewel. Ziggler says he knows he has it in his eye on the prize. He asks McIntyre what he's most looking forward to on Friday. Drew says now that they have finally broken the Shield, he'll be watching one match on Friday, Brock Lesnar versus Braun for the WWE Universal title. Ziggler knows the winner will have a Claymore kick in his future. Ziggler brings up how WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle said he will win the World Cup. Ziggler says most people know he's looked up to Angle for most of his life and what Angle did for collegiate wrestling and what he did in the Olympics. Fans interrupt with the USA chant. Ziggler says, without guys like Kurt Angle, guys like Dolph Ziggler wouldn't exist in WWE. Ziggler says he will cement his legacy by winning the World Cup. Ziggler goes on about how he's the best and says he is the best in the world. Tosses the mic. Out comes his opponent, Apollo Crews. We go to commercial. The more I look into this, the more I think Kurt Angle could win this whole fucking thing. Back from the break because he's USA. Back from the break, they're going at it already. Crews drops Ziggler. Who fucking cares? Dolph Ziggler wins. After the match, McIntyre enters the ring and disrespects Crews while he's down. McIntyre raises Ziggler's arm. Music plays. See a clip from the recent Cemetery video with Brothers of Destruction and DX. Back from break, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker come out. Lights stay low and the fans chant for Taker as he takes the mic. Taker says it's not easy to heed his call to say goodbye, to reach the end, but when the Reaper calls, it's your time to go, no matter how hard you fight. Kane also speaks. Taker says they will take the battered souls of DX to the fiery gates of heaven.
Why are you doing like borderline Johnny Cash?
I am?
Borderline.
Thank you.
Undertaker says it's time to go.
Well, because Undertaker talks like that. He's very southern.
You must...
No, there's southern in that.
Rest.
You must rest in peace.
Like that one guy you got onto his farm and he's like, you damn kids, get off my lawn.
Leave my pigs alone.
I gotta take
It's my legacy.
I gotta chop that pork, if you know what I mean.
It will be slow, agonizing pain. It won't be just the end of an era. It will be the end of DX's era. Taker says, but that is Friday. He calls DX to the ring now so they can take their souls for eternity so they can never rest in peace. Break it down. Triple H comes out by himself and throws glow sticks at the crowd. He acts like Michaels is missing. Triple H plays like he's going for the back, and WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. Kane is tired of waiting and goes up to the ramp. Michaels comes from behind and Sweet Chin Music! By God, Michael! HBK exits the ring, and Kane comes back in and stands by Taker. DX taunts him from ringside. Taker sits straight up. I said you will rest. No, he didn't say that. DX changes their attitudes. They look on the ring. They look kind of worried now. Taker's music hits, and they stand tall with Kane. Taker cuts his own throat. And Raw goes off the air.
Yeah, that was a go-home run.
If I'm going to review fucking Raw, I might as well do it fun. I hope Undertaker shows up everyone because I can do and talk like him.
Maybe Undertaker should get on your announcer gig.
Maybe if I win, the punishment for Survivor Series is you got to be Taker for a month.
Oh my God, that's awful.
My throat's already shot.
I've learned how to talk like that because of all the voice acting stuff. But do you know how terrible it would be?
You have to talk
like this because that means I would have to talk slow.
AJ Styles beat Braun Strowman at Survivor Series. I can't wait for that, right? Braun Strowman versus AJ? If Braun wins?
Brock and AJ had a good match last year. For Brock standards.
AJ had a good match last year.
So this should be fine. Speaking of AJ Styles, let's move on to SmackDown Live. Raw rating.
Break it down.
What are you rating
Raw? DX.
I gave it rest in peace.
I will give it C. No, D. I give it a D Generation X because of the fact that nothing happened.
All the
matches that were there were stupid.
Only good thing we had was the Seth promo.
The Seth promo, Undertaker, and I like the Michaels kick. That's it. And the opening, because of the spoiler alert, I was waiting for that, and it fucking happened. And I'm like, these sons of bitches. He's undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, when he says, spoiler alert. This is not a prediction. Every time he hasn't said, spoiler alert, Brock Lesnar lost.
Well, think, he said, spoiler alert, Roman Reigns is your new champion.
And he became your new champion.
Yeah.
So, then they better not fucking do it.
I'm gonna give it a C.
You're too generous.
Foresee these nuts.
Foresee you in the gates of hell.
Meow, 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 meow.
That is not his song.
Meow, 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 meow. So on to SmackDown Live. SmackDown opened up, which SmackDown was in Atlanta, Georgia. AJ Styles being from Gainesville, Georgia, a couple hours away, opened up the show.
Did you just say gay?
Gainesville, Georgia.
Go on.
AJ opened up the show.
Finish this. Or else you will.
I'm gonna throw my pick at you. AJ opened up the show talking about the incident with Daniel Bryan.
What are you brushing?
Bro, I'm picking.
Oh. I was like, you borderline have no hair.
Yeah, I have to pick this every day.
Why?
It's nappy.
What's nappy mean?
It means you try to run a comb through it, you can't.
Oh, that's fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's
Why I used
naughty.
to have long hair? Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Shit would suck. Your veins popping out again.
Yes, can I do my
Are
show?
you agitated?
A little bit, because every time I try to talk, you keep saying some stupid shit.
Oh, okay. Gainesville, Georgia, and AJ's hometown. I hear you.
And AJ opened up the show,
Right.
started talking about the incidents with Daniel Bryan, and then Daniel Bryan came out. They came to blows, and AJ said, you know what? I did hit you on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Bryan said, you know what? I want to fight you right now. I don't want to wait to crown you. And AJ said, well, let's get a ref and let's go. And then who comes out? Shane McMahon.
It's fucking stupid.
Shane McMahon comes out and says, you know what? This happens oh so often. And it never comes to fruition. So why don't we do that and actually make it work?
Gee, I don't know, Shane. Because you're forced to do that?
Yeah. Because Daniel Bryan refuses to go. So, they have a match.
It's not in his legacy.
I'm glad they gave them 30 minutes. The whole story of the match was Daniel Bryan.
So they literally gave him a third of the show, because the show runs about for an hour and a half.
Yeah, with commercials, yeah.
Damn, that's really good.
The whole story of the match was Daniel Bryan working over the arm for the yes lock, and AJ working over the knee after Daniel Bryan tweaked it for the calf crusher. You knew how this was going to end.
I don't like it. Should have been pinfall.
You knew how this was going to end. You knew it was
literally
coming down to
was.
submissions.
This fucking 5'8" bitch doesn't want to go to Crown Jewel? Make him tap out.
So, I'll ask you afterwards. So, the match came down to Daniel Bryan did have the yes lock in a couple times. AJ got out. It came down to AJ turning a triangle hold into a Styles Clash and immediately jumping on a calf crusher, which he started raking pretty hard, and Daniel Bryan tapped out. Following the match, they shook each other's hands, and then Samoa Joe beat the shit out of AJ and Daniel Bryan.
Joe.
So now I have to ask you.
Actually, there's a better chant now. We'll get to that in NXT.
Now that more people are tapping out to the calf crusher, are you still... People don't tap out to the calf crusher.
Well, they didn't tap out to calf crusher, but now they're making it more of a threat.
They did.
Which is fine.
It just wasn't
I
awkward.
wasn't the one that had this problem with it. I've told you this many times. Eric was the one that had this problem with you. How is he going to tap out to a fucking calf crusher? Because he was so pissed off that Andrade lost that way. I'm pissed off because Dan Bryan lost that way. It should have been an easy 1, 2, 3. Not making the guy tap out. That's bullshit.
That match was... If they were letting Daniel Bryan win that match, AJ was tapping out. The way they built that match, one of them was tapping. AJ's tapped.
Right, but you don't have to make AJ tap out. You could have just done the running knee.
You don't have to make them tap, but if that's what they use in their optional, I can see it.
Weak form. You tapping out. It's a weak form. That's why Stone Cold never tapped out. He passes out.
I'm sure he's tapped out other times.
He's tapped out when the referee's down.
Because they make a big deal about John Cena's tapped out 3 times. Undertaker has never tapped out in his career, except for the Brock Lesnar thing, but it wasn't seen until afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anything about Stone Cold never tapping out.
Stone Cold always passes out. The only time Stone Cold taps out is if the referee's like bumped out. You'll see Stone Cold going like this, but the referee's like out.
I have to do my research.
Well, then fucking do it.
I will after I review my show.
You review your fucking show.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of that.
You're doing 205.
All right, both points. So that was the opening segment. After that, they started talking about the brackets for Crown Jewel again. We got a backstage promo for Jeff Hardy about Crown Jewel. Same thing with The Miz. Everyone's getting promos about Crown Jewel. It's advertised that the main event's going to be Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton and The Miz. But they started setting up decorations because we're going to get a Halloween street fight between a member of the New Day and a member of The Bar Show. So, the New Day make their entrance as the Brood.
I was pissed off with this.
Why?
Because I thought Gangrel was back.
Ah! You were like, oh my god, Gangrel.
I loved Gangrel. No one ever showed him respect.
So they came out as the Brood.
And Stone Cold did tap out. He was in the Walls of Jericho and the Crippled Crossface at the same time. Not fair.
He tapped.
That's not fair.
But he tapped. Thank you for doing research. So it ended up being Big E versus Cesaro, which the only person to quote-unquote dress up was Sheamus, and he was just a lot whiter than he was. I don't know if he was a ghost or what. They put on a fun match, because, you know, New Day, gimmick matches. The end came where Kofi and Xavier spit blood into Big Show's face. Big E spits blood mist into Cesaro's face, hits the big ending, and they win. It was pretty funny. Following that, Paige is in her office. AJ walks up and he's like, I want Samoa Joe at Crown Jewel since I fulfilled my obligation in facing Daniel Bryan. And Paige's like, you want me to reward him for doing that? And he's like, you wanted to fire him last time and you didn't. I beat him in Australia. That's when they ended it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I beat him in Australia. I'll do it again at Crown Jewel because they're not saying Saudi Arabia. And Paige is just like, fine, whatever. So R-Truth made his entrance with Carmella because he's going to be facing Shinsuke Nakamura because Ty Dillinger injured himself the previous night and he was supposed to get a U.S. title match. Of course, now Truth has his stick of dance breaks and whatnot, and Shinsuke is just not about it because Shinsuke has done nothing with this title. Nothing.
Well, he's defending it.
He's defended it, what, twice? This will be the third time?
At least he's defending it.
Oh my god, but still, do something with it. You started with the Knock America, it was going good, and then just, where'd he go?
Not his fault.
It's not his fault. I'm saying, where'd he go?
It's done.
That
bitch. The guy who writes the shows.
Road Dogg?
No, the guy Dunn. Something Dunn?
Kevin Dunn, he's the production truck.
Right, but Kevin Dunn has some major authority over this. Actually, I heard that Shane, there's like a little war going on between Triple H and Stephanie's version and Shane McMahon's and Kevin Dunn's version.
So I thought Road Dogg was writing SmackDown. Or at least he was.
From what I heard, it's Shane and Dunn's show.
God.
Yeah.
Shinsuke won with a Kinshasa. Surprise? Not really. We then get to hear from Becky Lynch.
I'm surprised there's no commercial breaks.
We don't need to talk about those. Becky starts off her promo by saying, I won. Which she did win. Good for Becky. And then she basically runs down all of SmackDown's women's division, all of Raw's women's division, and says she's going to beat Ronda Rousey. I hope you liked getting cheered, Ronda, because now you're going to get booed. All the time.
You think so?
It's Becky.
I don't know, dude.
They were cheering Charlotte. And then Becky got
Charlotte's
involved.
not Ronda.
Charlotte's not Ronda.
Nope.
But Ronda's not Becky. I think Ronda's gonna get booed. It was funny because Becky made a comment. She was like, I didn't go there to cosplay. I didn't go there to talk about my reality show. I came, oh, that's what she said. She said, I'm not going to Survivor Series to cosplay, Alexa Bliss. I'm not going to talk about a reality show, Nikki Bella. I'm going there to rip Ronda's arm off. And she actually tweeted, Alexa Bliss said, yep, I cosplay, hashtag still beat you though, hashtag just saying. Becky tweeted, you should cosplay as a water boy because all the time you spend on the sidelines.
Wow.
Yeah, Becky don't play. And then The Miz made his entrance for the main event. Triple H was shown congratulating the Boston Red Sox. That happened. Samoa Joe cut a promo about AJ Styles. That happened. And then the rest of them make their entrance. They put on a pretty decent tag match to close the show. Came to a head with Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio got the win. Rey hit the 619. Hardy hit the Swanton on The Miz. Randy Orton RKO's everybody.
Which means he's not winning anything.
He RKO'd Jeff. Rey came to come off the top rope. He RKO'd Rey. Miz taps him on the shoulder like, good job. Miz gets RKO'd. And that was SmackDown. I'm gonna give SmackDown a B.
Give it a C.
It's because Danny Bryan tapped out.
I mean, we knew who was going to win that match.
We knew. But it sounds like there's a but there.
There's no buts. We knew who was going to win the first match.
What the fuck is this?
What?
I was just like, alright, let me go to 205 Live. And then it gave me like Rich Swann news. And I was like, no.
Who?
That's... I don't need that. That's definitely not helping. Okay, not 105. If it was 105, I'd be a little concerned.
NXT!
Sarah,
Comes from Full Sail University.
205 Live comes first.
We don't really need to talk about 205.
Oh, so you tell me to do 205 Live, and now you're saying we didn't talk about
Are
it?
you literally talking to me in that tone of voice?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm talking to you, however, I want to talk to you.
Nikki Cross took on Mercedes Martinez,
Love Mercedes.
and Nikki won
Yeah.
via the Purge 1, 2, 3
And then they had a very creepy moment.
in 7 minutes. Cross jumps down on all fours, and stares at Martinez. She then mouths, "That was fun." Martinez nods in agreement and leaves the ring.
Very slowly because she's like, this chick is crazy. I think Martinez was like, I like you. I think she mouthed that. I think I got that.
After the highlights, Candice LeRae walks down to the ring, and she's turned gothic. Starts chewing Cross out, presumably after her role in the Aleister Black attack. LeRae continuously says it's not funny as Cross points, laughs, and leaves. Cross about to go through the curtain, and then she stops. And she's like, uh-oh, and walks back. And who is in front of her? Aleister Black. LeRae walks up to Black and looks up at him. Black asks where Johnny is, and he's visibly irritated. LeRae says he's not here. Black's upset, but he walks away. Cool points for the match. This was a very hard-hitting match, and Martinez almost had the win a few times, dominating the match at times. Cross continues to excel in her interactions with fellow roster members. Everything she does prompts the attention of fans because she acts so uniquely from every other woman. Where does Cross go? They put her back with Sanity or go to Raw?
Who?
Okay, that answers the question. Last one. Street Profits fought the Mighty. A recap of the match is shown. And Nigel McGuinness tells us they will fight again tonight. Street Profits versus the Mighty.
The who?
The Mighty.
I'm sorry, they're Australian, right?
the Mighty.
Hey!
Dawkins interrupts the count after he tries to go. Sky high on Miller. Thorne nails him from behind, and that sends Dawkins to the floor below. Ford's back. Frog splash on Thorne. 7 minutes later, Street Profits win. Dawkins retrieves the black cup, and he and Ford celebrate. Cool point for the Street Profits, who get a big win over the Mighty. Ford looked fantastic in this match, really putting his body on the line and showing off his agility and risk-taking nature. Backstage, NXT General Manager William Regal's asked by Kathy Kelly about TakeOver War Games. Regal says NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa will defend the title against Velveteen Dream.
Hit it! Meow.
Suddenly, Aleister Black enters the picture and asks Regal where Gargano is. Regal says he doesn't know, but Black will get his pound of flesh and take on Gargano at War Games. Black says Gargano's future will fade to black.
Yeah, he's not happy.
One of the official themes to TakeOver War Games is Voices by Motionless in White. Third segment, Lars Sullivan is pissed. Lars Sullivan is calling camera throwing objects around. He tells the cameraman that he should be that NXT Championship match. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever, a wrestler is actually competing without shoes. Luke Menzies versus Bro.
His song is catchy.
I love it. Yeah, it sounds like you ever played. I don't know if you ever played this game, but Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yep.
It's like
yeah. It fits him though because it's so like laid back like that. That's what
he came out in fucking Ninja Turtle flip flops.
That's what you smoke to.
He came out in Ninja Turtle flip flops.
I hang out with a lot of potheads. That's what you smoke to. And he's just like, bro.
And they, you know how the fans chant Joe.
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
doing
bro.
Bro.
Do you think the sky is blue because it's sad? Bro.
Oh my god.
There's a punishment. Loser has to be stoned.
Oh, hell no. NXT fans go nuts as Matt Riddle comes out, debuting some fancy theme music and sounds like a cross between Still DRE and California Love.
Still Dre.
Well,
Come on.
It says DRE.
Yeah, Dre.
Who's Dre?
Dr. Dre.
I thought Eminem killed him. He's locked in his basement.
Oh my god, review the show.
Isn't that his lyrics? Look, lots of bro chants to start this match.
They were still behind him.
Highlights include nothing. Because Matt Riddle won in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool point from Matt Riddle, who made a lot. He made him tap out, by the way. We didn't see the go to bro.
We saw the bro lock.
I think we're going to see that at War Games against Cassius. I think he's going to put Cassius to bro.
I was surprised Cassius didn't do anything.
One cool point from Matt Riddle, who made a lot of fans in his debut match. Seems like his MMA background will be primary focus. Oh my fucking god! One of his things is the dude Luke was sitting up. The guy Matt runs right at him barefoot, and all he hears,
man.
Oh. Seems like his MMA background will be a primary focus for his moveset, and fans are on board. Highlights from the NXT Women's Championship match at WWE Evolution are shown. Shayna Baszler is the first ever two-time women's champion.
Yeah.
Kelly asked her about if the win over Kyrie was redemption. Baszler said that she lost the match at Brooklyn 4 to herself. Suddenly, you can hear Zayn shrieking and shouting, trying to approach Baszler and her friends. She's prevented from doing so, and Baszler grins and eggs her on. Wonderful Life by Bring On the Horizon is the official theme song for TakeOver War Games. Fourth segment, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch make their return to take on Raul Mendoza and Humberto Carrillo.
Meow, meow, meow.
Oney Lorcan and Danny won in 3 minutes. 1 point for Lorcan and Burch, who looked so solid since they returned from absence over the summer. They get high praise from the commentary for being the toughest tag team in this tag division. Final segment. Undisputed Era. What?
This is so, emphatic.
Undisputed Era promo gone wrong, and Regal books a War Games match.
Say it like Regal.
A War Games match.
You'll settle your differences in War Games!
Oh, shit! Backstage, we get a trademark Undisputed Era promo. The four guys revel in having Bobby Fish back as an active wrestler. They're 100% again. Finally, we can make Undisputed Era great again. I just made that up. Suddenly, Cole's speech is interrupted, and the War Raiders attack from behind the curtain. They beat up all 4 members in a fight that spills on the outside in full sail. Hanson and Rowe chuck Cole like a lawn dart into a transport truck. Fish and O'Reilly are thrown into the patio table. Roderick Strong equalizes things with a garbage can. The numbers game finally overwhelms the War Raiders. What will they ever do? By God, it's Ricochet. Flying in and going right after Adam Cole. Fish tries to get back into the building, but Hanson picks him up and slams him into the garage door. He tricks O'Reilly onto it. Meanwhile, all the wrestlers do eventually make their way into the arena. Rowe hip tosses Strong over the barrier to ringside into the squared circle. It's 3-on-4. Fish slams Hanson's knee with a chair, and the Undisputed Era seizes their opportunity to take the advantage. Beats the shit out of one, and then, uh-oh. It's the Bruiserweight! You know who that is. Pete Dunne music hit, and he's striding down with a steel chair. Adam Cole zeroes in on Dunne on the ramp. He's slammed with a chair on his efforts. O'Reilly receives a thrown chair that he can't catch. Actions continue until we hear GM Regal's voice say, "This is not how this will happen. They can fight in Los Angeles inside
War Games!"
Fantastic ending. Here's
Exactly
the
how it happened
TakeOver
last
War
year.
Games card so far. Undisputed Era will take on War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne in War Games. Tommaso Ciampa will take on Velveteen Dream, and Aleister Black will
Who?
take on
Tommaso Ciampa will take on who?
Velveteen Dream.
Hit it!
And Aleister Black will take on Johnny Gargano.
Gargano.
Brilliant final segment. Thought it would be a formal match, but it was so much fun to see that go down as an outside backstage brawl to the ring. Battle lines are drawn. All these men are going to be phenomenal inside of that double cage. Plenty of story development tonight, and still the possibility of Lars Sullivan being added to that championship match. Any predictions for War Games, guys?
You say guys like it's not just me.
Not just you. Talking to our fans. That is NX3.
He wasn't even on the show.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I am in the top 1%.
And W2K19 got a free DLC.
It did. I saw.
Roderick Strong.
His Undisputed Era entrance and his tag team entrance, Kyle O'Reilly.
Good. And I was so pissed off. Because once again, Kyle O'Reilly isn't playing his guitar.
Nope. No guitar. I was looking at it like, ooh, maybe he'll play his guitar. No. No guitar.
Alright, so now it's NXT UK results.
UK. Whoop, whoop. UK. Whoop, whoop.
You gay? What?
Eric's not here.
Oh,
You sound upset about that.
I am upset about it.
Why?
Because I am.
I'm concerned.
It's okay.
I'm scared.
The show opened up with a graphic for our main event, Noam Dar versus Zach Gibson, which, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched it, go fucking watch it. You want to know what Noam Dar is about? Watch
Is
Noam
he
Dar.
officially on UK?
UK. Watch Noam Dar versus Zach Gibson. It is fantastic. Even though the wrong man won, it's fantastic. Trent Seven defeated Saxon Huxley in 5 minutes and 10 seconds with a burning hammer. Flash Morgan Webster defeated Mark Coffey with Joe Coffey in 6 minutes and 16 seconds via crucifix pin. That broke out into the Coffey brothers beating the shit out of him, and some other dude came out to help out Flash Morgan. I forget his name. But then Wolfgang was standing on top ramp looking back as they were all getting, like, you could see Wolfgang looking concerned, but he never went to the ring to help them out. So, asshole.
Asshole.
Danny Burch defeated Sam Gradwell in 4 minutes and 5 seconds with a draping DDT. This guy is fan-freaking-tastic. He looks like he's the future of UK. If you get a chance to watch, oh my god, the promo Danny Burch put out was fucking phenomenal. He was so passionate, like, it was insane. Really, 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 really good. And finally, Zach Gibson defeated Noam Dar in 21 minutes and 9 seconds. It was such a freaking good match. Such a good match.
Remember what we were talking about earlier?
What?
Every other day an NBA player scores 50.
Oh, good.
Joel Embiid had 41.
Well,
With
that's
13 rebounds.
That's not 50.
And 4 blocks.
Jesus Christ.
It's close enough, goddammit.
I guess. All right, episode 4. They had a double feature. Mustache Mountain defeated Sam Gradwell and Saxon Huxley. Fantastic. Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
a mainstay in UK now.
Yeah.
Versus Nina Samuels. Don't really know who that is.
Sounds familiar.
But Isla Dawn won.
It was a pretty good match. Jordan Devlin defeated Tucker. Jordan is like the type of guy. He's the guy that was in the Cruiserweight who was like inspired by Finn, and they like did things together, him and Finn. And then he kind of turned evil.
Huh.
Jordan Devlin. And he won. Mark Andrews defeated Wolfgang. And the Coffees returned again and beat the shit out of Mark Andrews. And then Flash Morgan showed up, and they beat the shit out of Flash Morgan. And Wolfgang looks from the ramp, per usual.
Per usual.
And is like, oh god, what should I do? I should just stand here and walk away.
I'm gonna just stand here.
And that was the main event.
That was quick.
That was quick. The first episode of NXT, worth watching because it was great. The second episode, not too good, but I don't really know where they're going with this, so you can't really make out what's going to happen. Yeah. So, no ratings, but wrestling-wise, the first show, A+. The second show, like a C.
I can agree with those.
Why is he pissed?
You didn't hear about the plant, piranha plant?
In Smash?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer they released today?
No.
Today was Nintendo Direct.
What was announced?
The story trailer.
That's all it was, the Nintendo Direct? It was just Smash?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure there was more, but all I got out of it was Smash because I was at work. So I didn't really get to check it out
I
myself.
gotta check it out, because...
There's voice acting now.
Huh.
And there was like 12,000 master hands. And they're like,
I heard...
we can take them all out and only one person
I
survived.
heard rumors, because it's been shown everywhere. The Grinch being in Smash.
I haven't seen that, but that sounds hilarious.
When they showed pictures of the Smash board and stuff, there was Grinch shit hidden in random spots. I'm like, oh my god.
You're a mean one.
But we have to, I have to check that out.
Only one person survived in the whole trailer. Can you guess?
Super Mario?
No. You're not gonna get it. I'll give you 3 more. You're not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it?
You're not
Why wouldn't I get it?
You wouldn't.
Is he a main character of a game?
I mean, everyone in there is a main character of the game.
Well, like a main character. Like you can say Luigi. Luigi's not a main character. Mario's the main
He
character.
is a main character, yes.
I have 3 guesses. I'm not gonna get it. You say.
You're not gonna get it.
Is it that hard?
I really don't think you're gonna get it.
So, all right. So Mario's not counted.
You already know it's not Mario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mega Man.
No.
Really? So it has to be something like weird. Link?
No. One more.
Think. Kirby.
Yes!
Ha!
Fucking Kirby survives! Like, what the fuck? Kirby?
I should get a bonus point for that.
Yeah, no.
How did Kirby... Well, Kirby is overpowered as shit. You can take a form of anything. As long as it swallows.
He escaped. The star transported him to wherever after everyone else got taken by whatever the fuck it was.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's the podcast.
Podcast.
How we doing on time?
An hour.
Look at us. Doing good.
Legit an hour. There's only 3 minutes over because we started talking about Smash.
Yeah. Well,
That is it.
Don't
Don't watch Crown Jewel. Don't support it.
We're gonna be recording tonight for you guys is a gaming title defense in Tekken Bowl.
I cannot wait for this.
2 out of 3.
Fine, 2 out of 3, because I'm not confident either.
And then other than that, we won't see you guys until
But I'll
next
do
week.
one better for you guys too. While you listen to this podcast, I come out with a gaming title. I'll put it online.
Why? Why do you keep doing this?
Why not? It's fun.
You always talk about wanting something and wanting a title.
I'm a defending champion.
Why are you putting it on the line in predictions? That's not even where it's meant to be. We now have 2 titles for this.
Fine, I won't put it. Are you really that worried? You don't want Eric to be double champion, huh?
I don't give a fuck. I'm thinking about like your mental stability.
I am fine.
You win this title, lose it within the next 12 hours,
Shut up.
you will probably kill yourself.
Okay. No. Because predictions title is more valuable than a gaming title, in my opinion.
I'm sorry. You'll probably just stab yourself once in the leg.
Okay. Fair. Very fair. Is that it?
I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to look out for your sanity, you know.
Peace the fuck out.
Wow, rude. Bye, guys.